Cello, cello. Happy Monday, everybody. Well, they say Chicago is looking like a ghost town. I'm sorry, but uh, I enjoyed my weekend. I went and saw Wayans, at the Rialto Saturday. Yesterday, I slept. And so today, I'm catching up on the news. And what do I come across? First, let me make this disclaimer. The views and opinions expressed on this show are those of Darlene April of the April Showers Network. You don't like me, sue me, don't come. Don't come back in my shows. A hit dog will holler. Also, I want to say this. I really, you know, I don't care who comes over to this country. Come over here the legal way, go through the process. We have enough crimes. We don't need criminals coming from other countries over here, taking over. And just another thought too, like I know that all immigrants, all of them are not bad. I know a lot of them, all of them are not criminals. But what we are looking at now is over the weekend, Trump has held on to his promise to get these people out of the country. Now, as I've been, the people that are over here illegally and have a criminal record. Now, as I was looking uh, on ABC News Channel 7, they were interviewing a lady. Now, I'm sorry. If your father been over here 30 years and still didn't get his paperwork, I can't feel sorry for you. Y'all do what's necessary. Just like, when we came over here on ships, we had to show our paperwork, you know. So 30 years and you never took care of your paperwork? 30 years you've been living off people, off taxpayers. 30 years. 30 years. So no, I don't have sympathy for those type people. You had 30 years to get your shit together and get your paperwork in line, and you didn't. So then to top it off, we got Dr. Phil filming. Lord knows, I wish I knew where they were at, because I would be right with Dr. Phil. I would like to film, you know, because we want to make sure these people are handled correctly. Nobody is mistreated, because unfortunately, I have seen some of my black sisters and brothers that have been unalived by the police. Now, they might say ICE is different. I don't know. All I know is what I've seen with my own eyes on TV of people like Eric Gardner being put in a chokehold and other people. Methods they should not even be using. But that's not neither here or there for right now. So I'm going to show you this video where Dr. Phil has joined in.
Were you born? China. Been deported before from the United States? No. Never been deported.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Hold on, y'all. I got to turn the camera around. Okay.
A surprising name joined U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement in Chicago this weekend. TV's Dr. Phil McGraw, famed for his mental health show, was seen accompanying ICE officers during a crackdown operation. This marks a major step in President Donald Trump's escalating deportation efforts. Dr. Phil, who had spoken at a Trump campaign event, took part in this operation on Sunday. The TV host didn't just watch from the sidelines, he defended the administration's controversial policies. On X, he clarified that ICE was targeting 270 high value individuals. This isn't a general sweep, Dr. Phil stated, aiming to calm critics who fear mass deportations. This operation is part of a broader effort by the Trump administration to tighten immigration enforcement. ICE didn't work alone. Several law enforcement agencies, including the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, Firearms, and Explosives, the Drug Enforcement Administration, and the U.S. Marshals Service, all pitched in. Together, they made a significant impact. On Sunday alone, 956 arrests were made nationwide, 3 times the usual daily average. These arrests happened in various cities, including Tucson, Arizona, and San Juan, Puerto Rico. While the operation has been praised by some, it sparked backlash from others. Illinois Senators Dick Durbin and Tammy Duckworth voiced strong concerns. They argued that the deportation efforts risk unfairly targeting non criminals like veterans and essential workers. They called for deportations to focus on those who pose a real threat to the country, giving others a chance to gain legal status. In the midst of the operation, acting Deputy Attorney General Emil Bove also publicly supported the crackdown. He described the officers as brave men and women working together to address what he called a national emergency. While ICE insists the goal of the operation is to enhance public safety, further details on the specifics of the Chicago operation remain scarce. This deportation push continues to raise tensions as it enters its second week. Critics say it's harming families, while supporters believe it's necessary for national security. As the crackdown continues, the debate on immigration policies grows louder, with Dr. Phil now a central figure in a highly controversial moment in U.S. law enforcement history. What's next for these deportation efforts? Only time will tell.
Hey, hey, I bring it. Well, I want to commend Dr. Phil. You know, he out there, he filming. I want to film him again, like I say, um, you know, the illegals, and if they're criminals, we already have enough problems. Get them out of here. If they're here illegally and they are criminals. And then those of you that's been over here for 30 years and never got your paperwork, that's on y'all. Because you know what? If I don't fill my paperwork out on time, I don't get my check. I don't, a lot of things happen when you do not fill out your paperwork. So I have no sympathy for nobody that's been over here for 30 years and you never filled out your paperwork. That's crazy to me because I've got to fill out my paperwork. I got to go get my license renewed. I've got to go get stickers renewed every year. Um, and so I have no sympathy for those type of people, especially if you've been over here for 30 years, 30 years, and you never did your paperwork. You need to be deported just for being that stupid. Now, people can say whatever they want to say, but I have no sympathy for nobody that's been here for 30 years. And if you are here legally, why are you running? Why do you have to run? If you are here legally, why do you have to run? So let's see, we'll show some more video.
Services
So
important to us. Here at Precision, we can actually work on any maker, model, door, opener. We got enough materials to do.
This is Chicago's very own WGN Midday News.
The immigration enforcement crackdown has begun as agents started their raids and removed more than 1,000 people across the country, beginning right here in the Chicago area. Hello again, everybody. On this Monday morning, I'm Patrick Elwood.
And I'm Dina Bair. Thank you for joining us. Judy Wang is live with more on our top story.
T-Cat.
Organizations that support immigrants say they've received reports of ICE sightings in Northwest Side neighborhoods, including Hermosa and Albany Park. A spokesperson for Immigration and Customs Enforcement declined to say how many arrests agents made in Chicago. We have reached out again in an attempt to get a number. Immigrant communities had been preparing for weeks, anticipating raids would start the day after the inauguration. Two top Trump administration officials were in town for the launch. The launch of Operation Safeguard involved multiple federal agencies.
And this is only the beginning. Last week, there was discussions that there are up to 2,000 targets in the city of Chicago alone, which means this will not be the end by any stretch of the imagination.
15th Ward Alderman Raymond Lopez supports the raids. He understands the concerns and fears.
We also know that there was an opportunity for collateral captures, and there are some concerns that we may have had a couple of those as well. But that is exactly what I and a number of my colleagues were trying to avoid when we wanted to amend our welcoming city ordinance, our sanctuary laws, to limit the opportunities for collateral captures.
ICE reports 1,000 arrests nationwide this weekend. President Trump's border czar Tom Homan and acting Deputy Attorney General Emile Beauvais were in Chicago Sunday to oversee the operation. Homan previously declared the city ground zero for the largest immigration crackdown in the country's history.
I'm here on the ground with this team. That ain't happening.
Daytime TV host Dr. Phil McGraw live streamed from ICE's command center. For now, the administration says the targets are undocumented immigrants with criminal records.
You're going to see the number steadily increase, the number of arrests nationwide as we open up the aperture.
So again, they're only targeting illegals and, the troublemakers. So if you are not a troublemaker, then you have nothing to worry about, right? Girl, I can't believe Dr. Phil got boots on the ground. Go ahead, Dr. Phil. Go ahead, Dr. Phil. Go ahead. Go ahead, Dr. Phil. Now, did y'all see a little video of my apartment? I'm waiting on my aide to come. She'll be here tomorrow. I have a PA now, and so she'll be over here to clean up. But, Dr. Phil got boots on the ground. I think that's nice. It's sort of funny. To me, I thought it was. But I'm like, no, Dr. Phil ain't got his butt out there. But yes, he's out there. He's filming. And I guess it is good that Dr. Phil is filming. Because, people will do any and everything not to be arrested. And so this is going to be interesting. To see exactly how this is going to play out. But again, you people that's been over here for 30 years, baby, I ain't got no sympathy for you. 30 years. And you do not have your paperwork together? Never filled out paperwork? See, this is what I'm talking about. No mercy. Get them out of here. If they are over here illegally, they have not filled out their paperwork and doing stuff, because I got to do the right thing. I've got to do the right thing, or they're going to take my little behind to jail. Okay? To jail. To jail. And, this is awful that, hold on, I'm gonna play this video. Y'all hold on for a moment. Hold on.
Border czar Tom Homan is in Chicago investigating several people who are here illegally.
Joni has been live all morning for us with more details as arrests started over the weekend. Joni?
Good morning. He is here along with the acting Deputy Attorney General, Imo Bove. They are here to personally oversee this crackdown on immigration. Immigration enforcement operations is what they call it. Chicago police, they were not involved, but Chicagoans saw law enforcement on their streets in their neighborhoods, and they reacted. Federal agents were seen surrounding a home at 99th and Commercial Sunday. Neighbors say that people scattered and some did not answer the door as instructed. Agents were reportedly also in Garfield Park and Albany Park. Immigration and Customs Enforcement officials said they were working with partners such as the local DEA, ATF, and U.S. Marshals, conducting enhanced target operations, arresting and deporting what they call public safety threats, national security threats. On the south side, neighbors were watching and keeping track of activity in the neighborhood. It doesn't hit you till it's actually at your front door, because you see it all over social media, you see it all over the news, and it doesn't hit you till it's in front. It's literally at your doorstep. I mean, I'm sitting at my house and this happens, so I think that's why everyone just needs to stay communicating, know your rights, stay quiet, and that's it. As a community, we need to stick together. Mayor Johnson posted that he was in touch with local law enforcement. He said Chicago police did not cooperate, did not participate in these raids. He reminded
I'm so sick of Brandon Johnson. I can't wait till they get him out of there.
And communicate with their neighbors as they were doing.
Hold on, I'm trying to find the story on the person that's been over here 30 years. Like, are you serious? Okay, hold on. Here we go. I have no sympathy for this guy. He's been here for 30 years. 30 years.
They can't live without me. I can't live without them.
That's Wei Zhang and his children. They're worried he'll be sent back to China when President-elect Donald Trump takes office.
If my dad were to be deported, it'd tear our entire family up. He's just my emotional help. He's my physical help. He's our financial help. He's just our dad.
Just thinking about the things that would happen, the hardships that would emerge from my dad's loss, this deportation.
It's an emotional topic for the family. Wei says he immigrated from China more than 30 years ago.
My mom brought me here when I was 17. I got my B2 visa from Hong Kong, and I overstayed my visa.
Wei is now married to an American and has gotten several work permits over the years. He's been an electrician and has owned restaurants in the area. He claims he's applied for green cards and visas, but he says there have been complications along the way.
Every time I tried to get my legal paper right, I always got denied.
Now he's working with attorney Michael Piston out of New York. Piston says recently he's gotten an influx of calls.
There are people who are very concerned about this issue, and yes, we've gotten quite a few calls about it.
President-elect Trump has promised mass deportations once he takes office. Recently, he said criminals will be deported first. But for people like Wei, who is not considered a criminal, hearing mass deportations is worrying. Piston says removing immigrants out of the country.
30 years. I just can't even wrap my head around that. Can't nobody tell me, like, he ran into that much trouble after 30 years. Now Trump got these people they got their panties in a bunch now. Now they want to get their paperwork in order. 30 freaking years? Oh, 30 years? 30 years. And you didn't get your paperwork together? No. 30 years. So I don't know. No. You need to be gone. Hold on. No, wait a minute. Hold on. I got another video.
Whose families are breaking apart because of this.
Immigration raids are being carried out across the U.S. right now, and there's new video of arrests being made in multiple states. Yesterday, ICE officials say that nearly 1,000 people were taken into custody. I'm talking to sources and advocacy organizations, attorneys here in the city, and they tell me that there is panic in this community because of the ICE enforcements that are happening. We are learning today some of the stories of the individuals who were picked up yesterday by immigration authorities. The first story that we're learning from is CNN affiliate WLS. This is in a northern suburb. A woman says that her father was picked up by ICE after ICE knocked on his door and then arrested him. This is a man who's 44 years old. He's a grandfather, and he arrived here from Mexico 30 years ago. Here's what his daughter said. Take a listen.
They will open the door because they thought maybe one of us were in trouble or something happened to us. Never did he think that would have been nice.
Oh, goodness. So anyway, you get the gist of what I was trying to show you guys. I'm
already heartbroken myself, and I can't really imagine little kids whose families are breaking apart because of this.
Immigration raids are being carried out across the U.S. right now, and there's new video of arrests being made in multiple states. Yesterday, ICE officials say,
you know, sorry, but not sorry, because, you know, after 30 years.
The first story that we're learning from is CNN affiliate WLS. This is in a northern suburb. A woman says that her father was picked up by ICE after ICE knocked on his door and then arrested him. This is a man who's 44 years old. He's a grandfather, and he arrived here from Mexico 30 years ago. Here's what his daughter said. Take a listen.
They will open the door because they thought maybe one of us were in trouble or something happened to us. Never did he think.
Okay, it keeps freezing. But anyway, stories like that, you know, come in the right way. 30 years, these people have been here for 30 freaking years and never got their paperwork together. Like, this is just crazy. Crazy. Come in the right way, you know, get your paperwork done. I mean, and it's a shame. It's a shame that Lord, let me stop laughing, because if I'm looking at you know, Dr. Phil out there with him filming, and just think how many people that have been over here 30 years, 40 years, 50 years, 20 years, 10 years, they're undocumented and not probably paying any taxes, and they're here illegally, you know. So it's a shame it took for president-elect, because, you know, this is what Donald Trump ran on, and Donald Trump won, right? So I'm not trying to hear nothing y'all got to say neither, because this is what the man ran on. This is what he said he was going to do. You know, this is what he said he was going to do. So, you know, I don't feel sorry for nobody that's been over here all these years and you couldn't get your shit together. Hey, if I go visit another country, I gotta have a passport. Them folks ain't letting me over there. So, when I look at something like this story, and don't get me wrong, I do have a bleeding heart. I do have sympathy. I feel sorry for the grandkids of these idiots or these people that thought they were just gonna keep beating the system by being over here for 30 years, not getting your paperwork together and all of that, just over here. So I commend Donald Trump for this, because this is insane. This is insane. Hey, B Sparrow, this is insane. Uh, Half of them people up there in Chicago been here 30, 20 years and came over here and they never got their paperwork together. I don't feel sorry for y'all. I don't. No, I don't feel sorry for y'all. I do not feel sorry. So I'm so glad. Hey Renee, how you feeling? I saw you were at the doctor today. So, Trump ran on this. People were tired of these people coming over here, taking jobs, monies, and here we come to find out, like in Chicago, they say it's a ghost town in some neighborhoods because you got people that's been over here 20 and 30 years and never got their paperwork done. Like, are you serious right now? So no, I'm not. I don't have no sympathy for y'all. I feel sorry that you put your family through this crap now of being deported, and you didn't even get your paperwork together. That shows what grade of a parent you are by not getting your shit together once you came over here. Cause I have to get mine together. I'm gonna drop the link if anybody wants to come up. But it's Lord, they say in some areas of Chicago, they said it's like a ghost town. Well, it needs to be. It needs to be. Over here, all this time, didn't get your paperwork together. We got enough criminals. We don't need new criminals coming in here. And I have no sympathy for nobody that has not filled out their paperwork. Now y'all want to go crying, hollering, and screaming. But you've been over here 30 years. You ought to be ashamed of yourself. Anybody ought to be ashamed of themselves telling somebody they've been over here, their grandparents been over here 30 years and they didn't get their shit together. Because you know what it sounds like to me? That you were just trying to beat the doggone system. You were trying to beat the American way. You were trying to beat the system. B, I dropped the link, or if you put the link, put the question. Yeah, you ought to be ashamed of yourself for telling somebody my grandfather or my parents came over here 30 years ago. They've been here illegally for 30 years? God, well, I don't even know how I got here. If I don't know. I don't know. All I know is my parents come from Cuba, Mississippi. So Dr. Phil? These migrants are black. All of this. They were talking about, you know, when Trump was sending dogs, yeah, that's their culture over there. That's what they were doing. Practice boo. So, beware. We have enough time. But like I said, get your paperwork together. Come over here the right way. And, you know, you're welcome here. But it was too many of them that came at one time. But Donald Trump ran his campaign. If he don't do nothing else for the rest of his 4 years, but do sweeps every 6 months, he ran his campaign on immigration, getting rid of these people, and that's what he's doing. Hey, Tuber Chat. And so, when I hear stories, and I mean stories, somebody talking about their parents been over here for 30 and 40 years, and they didn't take care of their paperwork. Hey, that's on you. Hold on. Hey, B. What's up? You gotta unmute your mic.
That's great. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me now?
I can hear you now. What's up?
Okay, I'm gonna be muting it because I got. Oh wait a minute. I got it.
Okay.
My question: what do the migrants think black people can do for them? Why are they asking us to help them?
I can't help none of them. I can't.
Okay, wait. My brother about to answer.
This is what it is, right? The black teachers in the black schools, right? Because they already promised they're going to run up in the schools to get these kids. They're asking for what the black teachers. They're asking for the black teachers to protect those kids. Don't give them up so easy. And they're asking for the black population. If one of them is on the run, help them get away. Don't tell on them, because you know they got these things they passing out with the information how to report them.
Oh,
I got one on my
phone. Got phone numbers. They got one.
It's like a flyer, yeah.
So that's what it is.
Yeah, they don't want us to snitch. They want us to help them, help hide them.
Oh, they just shit out of luck.
That's why niggas is telling them. Like, you got us fucked up.
They shit out of luck. And I heard one Mason girl crashing out saying, black people, black people owe the Mexicans because when black people escaped slavery, it ran into Mexico to escape slavery.
They got her.
She said that the government, when the slave masters came to get their slave back, the government would release them to her. So she feel like we owe them.
If we owe anybody, if that's true, we owe the Mexican government. We don't owe you shit.
Wait a minute. I wasn't living back in them
Did you hear
times.
me,
I
April?
don't know what happened. And so I'm talking about now.
You know what?
If your people
Listen,
been over
here's the
here
whole.
for
Here's the
30
bottom line.
years, and they've been over here for 30 years, girls, these people ought to be shaming themselves.
Right.
Getting on TV, talking about they've been over here 30 years and don't have their paperwork together. So to me, you were trying to beat the system.
Right.
They've been
Right.
beating the system.
Right. Right.
Now Trump done
Like,
made
I
it,
don't
y'all
have
got
anything
to get
against.
y'all shit in order. Hell, I don't know. I don't speak Spanish, so I can't help nobody. B, you still there?
So I just didn't understand. My brother explained it to me because I did not understand why they don't even like us.
They don't like us.
They don't even like us. So why are they asking for our help?
And then, you know, especially them ones that came to Chicago, girl, honey, they done took over the land. Honey, they fighting with the gang. I mean, they came in like they done took over the streets of Chicago. They took over. Yes.
I
And
need to hear
then
how
in
my
New
mic
York, you
sounds.
know,
I'm
you
sorry.
sound good, B.
Okay. I just had to hear how my mic sounded right quick. Okay, I'm good.
Okay, yeah, you sound good. But, girl, Lord, I was talking to a relative today, and they said it's like a ghost town up there in Chicago. I said it should be, and then what? If you ain't did nothing, what you running for?
Right.
If you ain't did nothing, why you hiding? Can you imagine how many people that have been just living in these bigger cities illegally that's been here for 30 years? They came with their parents and they just said, oh, we're not going to do the paperwork. Like, how did these people even make it this long?
Right.
That's what I want to know.
I talked to one of my friends in DC the other day. She said DC. Now, when I left DC, they were just busing. I think Greg Abbott, Governor Greg Abbott, and Ron DeSantis. They were busing migrants to Union Station in DC every day. Bus loads of migrants. And I just called my friend the other day. She called me rather, and she was telling me how DC is being overcrowded with them now. I'm like, wow, that's crazy.
That's crazy. Girl, they let too many of them in at one time. I mean, oh my God. I mean, we were being invaded.
Yep.
Invaded. Too much. And then we got high housing. We got high groceries. And you know that's because they were giving those migrants the cars. But these people, they were giving the migrants the food stamp cards. They were giving them housing vouchers. That's why housing went up and food went up. Don't get it twisted, because what did they say? Like, they let 10 million? How many migrants have come over here in the past couple of years?
Oh man, it's in the 100,000s.
Yeah.
It's in the thousands. It's just
so
too
you
many.
let all of these people come over and they get all of the money, all of the housing, all of the resources. You find resources for them, and I'm over here struggling every month on a disability.
And then they come over here. They come over here looking at us like we peasants.
Yeah.
Looking at black people like we poor peasants. Like we dumb and lazy. Like, remember that migrant that went viral? He was arguing with this black woman. I think it was in Chicago. And he told her, no more money for you. You're lazy. You're lazy. No more money for you. I wonder where the hell he at now.
He probably got.
Do
Well,
you
check
remember?
this
Do you
out.
remember what happened?
But you know, they had to be taught that.
Exactly.
You know, they
That's
had to
that
be
white
taught that.
supremacist trope. That's a white supremacist trope. How you gonna call a people that build a whole damn country lazy? Like nobody, like black people, the only lazy people in the world.
Yeah, really,
How's
we
that
shouldn't even
possible?
be working. We
Man,
shouldn't be working. Yeah.
our ancestors built this whole damn country.
Hmm.
You know what
But
I've
you
learned?
know what I don't get neither is
Hmm?
You know what I've learned?
you were saying they don't want the teachers and stuff to help them. They would turn us in at the drop of a dime if it
Yep.
was the other way around
With the quickness.
with the
With the
quickness.
quickness. But I
Yeah.
did read. What about what about that Chicago school that wouldn't let ICE in? What was you saying, Jules?
What I've learned is just not listen to people. Nothing what nobody say. I don't care what nobody say.
I'm learning that. And don't care who it is.
I'm coming with my own opinion. Everybody else doing it. So
But
Yeah,
did you hear
come
about
with your
that school,
opinion.
April?
21 million plus came over during the Biden and Harris administration. I know it was a lot of
Mm.
and Trump done sent half of it back
21
already.
million people.
I mean,
21 million people came over here. That's a lot of damn people to come over here and give free food stamps to and housing.
From now on, Uncle
Girl,
Sam, along with DMV, will provide.
So
hey, APTV,
it
I don't
says
have no sympathy for them. No. No, not nobody that's been over here 30 years. They hollering their parents. They ought to be shaming themselves for telling us they've been over here 30 years and didn't get their paperwork. They should be the first ones out of here. So, girl, you can't make this stuff up.
so. This says that a Chicago school recently denied entry to individuals who they initially believed to be ICE agents, but it was later clarified that
Mm-hmm.
the individuals were actually Secret Service agents conducting an investigation, not immigration enforcement officers. So the school
Oh,
followed
okay.
a policy of not letting ICE agents access to the building without a warrant, leading to so it was a
And then
misunderstanding.
and any of them that's harboring these people and not answering their doors, they need to arrest them. Because if I was harboring a fugitive or somebody was wanted, they would come break my door down. They'd come kick my door in. Now, fair is fair. If they thought I had a fugitive, somebody that had done something, and somebody called Crime Stoppers and said, "Oh, Darlene April over there, she hiding a fugitive or something," girl, these people would be over here at my house ready to kick in my doors.
You know it.
Mm-hmm.
isn't that
So
crazy?
I'm gonna mute my mic. B, you got the show.
Oh, so like I was saying, that was I read the eggs. Wait a minute, wait a minute. That was a misunderstanding about the Chicago school that wouldn't let ICE in. Um, but it wasn't ICE. It was a Secret Service agent conducting an investigation. But what the
They
hell the
thought it
Secret?
was ICE.
What the hell the Secret Service doing investigating? What they investigating? Secret Service going into a school. I don't know if it was a high school, a middle school, or elementary school. What they going up in there for? The Secret Service. And what school is this? I don't know. I just don't know. But yeah, so I was kind of confused as to why they were asking for our help. See, that's why we have to differentiate ourselves. Like, I consider myself a foundational Black American because I'm a descendant of American slave. Everybody don't know what an FBI is, or everybody aren't descendants of all Black people aren't descendants of slaves. Let me put it that way. So that's why we have to use foundational Black Americans so that we can differentiate ourselves, so we'll know who is who and what is what and when and how. You know what I'm saying? But that's a good question, T Cat. I'm about to Google that. Are they offering money to report the migrants? If they are, we're gonna find that 1-800 number. We're gonna put it on speed dial. um uh, oh um so according to NBC News, it says this is what we know. Wait, let me make sure my mic is on because I remember muting it. I don't remember unmuting it. Okay. Yes. So here's what we know so far about ICE enforcement operations in the wake of several immigration-related executive orders Trump said. Oh, before I get into that, did y'all hear that foolishness about Donald Trump signing an executive order to end Black History Month? And
Girl, I'm
also,
so sick of them with their lies about Trump.
wait, there's another one. They said he signed and they also said that he signed an executive order for the U.S. Army to stop teaching the history of the Tuskegee Airmen. People stupid.
Girl, you just can't make half this stuff up.
People stupid.
You can't.
People stupid.
Mm.
Whether he signed an order to end Black History Month, that's on him. He can't end nothing black. He can't end nothing black. If you know, you know. But this article says, because she asked, oh, I'm sorry. I don't know whether I don't know. But TCAT asked, TCAT Commission Vision Diva, okay, asked, are they offering money to report migrants? I don't know. 2 days after President Donald Kingpin Trump signed a raft of executive orders cracking down on immigration, arrests by immigration and customs enforcement officers appear to remain along the lines of routine operations and not part of a large scale. I don't see nothing about no money. Let me see. In September of 2024, the latest month for which data is available, ICE arrested 282 migrants per day. Now that was just September. Here we are in January. Trump back in office. I'm sure there's more than that a day. I'm willing to bet you there's more than 282 migrants being arrested per day. But it's not mentioning anything about people calling in, whether they're getting compensated or not. Let me try something else. But I don't think black people really care whether.
It does say no, ISIS is not using not giving out a $750 reward. I guess that was going out, but they do have
Oh,
tip lines. Yeah,
so
they have a hotline.
shoot. It don't matter whether they're giving out an award or not to black people. We just want them up and out of them. Well, let me speak for myself. B Sparrow. I want them up and out of.
If they illegals, I want to. If they illegals and criminals, and if you've been over here for over 10 years and didn't get your paperwork done, you definitely got to go. Cause to me, you played us. You didn't care. Ice hotline bling. Yeah. Dr. Phil out there with him. He got his ass out there filming. See, we need to know what they filming at. I need to go down there and give me a couple of 500,000 views. I would be right down there. Hey, B, they say some areas of Chicago, girl, is like a ghost town. I said, good, let it stay a ghost town. Now they gonna see what it feel like when the police after you because of your skin color.
Right. I was just about to ask you, do you feel that they are going through some of the things that we or even our ancestors went
Yeah,
through being in this
right.
country? Like,
Because,
you don't belong
we
here,
had
go
to
back.
have our papers
Now
to
look at
show
us.
we were free. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But
Some of them
I'm
had
saying maybe
come
we
from
shouldn't
the
be
South.
maybe we shouldn't be saying like y'all need to go back because that's what they used to tell us.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
just saying.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
The palm colored people, that's what they used to tell us.
Mm-hmm.
Like we weren't born here. Like you didn't bring us here. Like we got on the boat and came here ourselves. We didn't even know where here was. Our ancestors didn't know anything about this place. But I have to say, I do believe that it's all a part of his hand.
Mm-hmm.
He's working right now. APTV said, I remember being at the port of authority in New York, coming back to South Carolina, and they had that place contaminated with migrants. They said contaminated, sleeping all over the place. To the mm.
Mm-hmm. And we don't even have a flag to wave. I mean, because really, we don't know. Like, oh,
Go
you
make
live
your
in
country
South
great.
Carolina? Yeah. Go make your country great again. Yeah. Hey,
I mean, I'm
the
not trying
views
to be
on the
mean. I don't
channel
have anything
express
against
are
them,
those,
but
and I don't have nothing against them neither. But girl, I'm gonna tell you what pissed me off is when you got people on here talking about my grandfather been over here for 30 years. He don't have his paperwork done. So y'all been playing the system. Y'all been playing the system. That's why it's a ghost town up there in Chicago. Cause you got so many of those people, so many of these illegals that have been in these bigger cities hiding 30 years, 40 years, 50 years, ain't filled out their paperwork, just getting over on us. Ain't that a shame? Yeah. I mean,
shit.
yeah.
But you know
We're
what?
not
But you know
trying to
what?
be prejudiced.
Uh, if I was in their shoes and that dumb United States president let the gates open, I'd probably be right along with them. So
Oh, yeah, I ain't
you
mad
know
at him
what I'm
for coming
saying?
over here. But one thing I can say is, Donald Trump, this is what he ran on. And
Yep.
people had enough.
Yep.
Had enough. And when y'all started making fun of him, when they was trying to make memes, when like down there in the one town where the Haitians was at, and they was trying to say, they were eating the animals, and they were, because that's what they do. They're
Right.
a third world country. That's what they do. But y'all tried to make him seem stupid. He said, "I'm gonna get y'all. Wait till I get in." Yeah. Yeah. Matter of fact, go get some of that money from Ukraine and send it back over here to Trump and give it
How
to
about
the inner
that?
city.
How
I'm
about
gonna
that?
tell y'all. Starting next Monday, I'm gonna start emailing the White House and tell him I would like to meet with him, and I'm gonna send twice, 2 or 3 times a day, and I'm gonna ask him, can he get some of that money from Ukraine to put into the inner cities? Something, cause see, really, when you think about it, B, now Joe Biden wasn't in his right mind. So who authorized all of that money?
Joe Biden. He wasn't in his right mind, like you said. Stupid. And they
Girl,
still sending billions of dollars over there. Donald
all
Trump
that
put a
money
stop to that.
just
Didn't he sign an executive order? Didn't he sign an executive order for foreign aid to stop foreign aid? If I'm
I
not
don't know.
mistaken. So have y'all
Well,
been seeing seeing the videos of the migrants crying?
well,
Have you
you
seen
know
the
what I
videos
did?
of the migrants
This is
crying and going crazy?
well, yeah, B, because you had Cam and Biden, um, gave them hope and promises. That's a shame. Some of these people came over here, thought they was getting ready to live the American dream. They tricked them. Now look at them. They got to go back. They thought for sure they was trying to get. They were trying to get replace us with the votes, and that didn't work. They let all of them come over there because we finally awakening to what they was doing. So yeah, but somebody had to be pulling Joe Biden's coattail for him to spend all that money.
What do you
Send
mean?
all of
Why
that
couldn't it
money.
have been Joe Biden? Why couldn't it have been Joe Biden?
Well, because he out of his mind. Out of his mind, Joe Biden?
It still could have been him.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess it could have been out of his mind, Joe Biden. But you would think
Sleepy
they would
Joe.
have tried to
Sleepy
reverse
Joe.
it or something. Like, are you crazy? Oh, wow, I forgot to ask him that question. Can you imagine them asking Joe Biden, are you crazy? Sending because they said they had it going on in the White House. Girl, they was arguing, fussing, and fighting up there about this man's condition. So I don't know. I don't know, B.
So I didn't know that the Biden administration had an app for the migrants to use. Oh my goodness. What's CB1 app? Let's see what that is. See. CBP app, CBP1 app. What the heck? Girl, they had an app.
When they came over,
U.S. Customs and Border, CBP1 mobile application. Girl, I need to know what this is. I need to. So it's an app that helped them get access to the United States. It's an application process. Oh, I see what it is. They could use the app to start their application process to become a citizen of the United States of this here America. This is my first time hearing about this. U.S. Customs and Border Protection launched the app in October of 2020 in order to give travelers the ability to do things such as access information on their arrival, departure, record and schedule cargo inspections, according to an analysis by the American Immigration Council. The president, okay, so wow, the president took away the ability for migrants to schedule asylum appointments virtually. It might be the situation at the southern border less orderly, an analyst says. Perhaps lost in the flurry of President Donald Trump's day one executive orders earlier this week was him killing a mobile application's a mobile app key feature tied to immigration. But an expert says the impact of the move should not be underestimated. Oh, so a lot of people cry. A lot of the migrants are on TikTok, especially crying. I don't know if y'all can hear this.
yeah, we can hear you. I can hear you. I'm listening.
I'm talking about this video. We're talking about this video that's playing in the background.
No, you can share the video. You can put it on there.
Okay, I can share my screen.
Mm-hmm. You know me. I'm looking for.
What caravan are you speaking about, TK? If you're still in the chat, you said another caravan is coming soon. Another caravan of migrants. Yeah, they probably still coming. That's as quick as Donald Trump deport them. Some coming in.
Yeah.
Said Biden sent 1.6 billions of dollars to Africa at Libido summits before he left office, but Black America can't get reparations. Girl, do you know that Ghana is asking for reparations? They said they deserve the
What?
reparations. Ghana. As a matter of fact, Ghana was giving out citizenship, just giving them out all over the place, all willy-nilly, giving out citizenships. And Umar Johnson went and got him a citizenship in Ghana. Now he didn't want Black Americans to get reparations, but I bet he over there gonna try to get him some reparations. Uh-huh. What? He went and got him a citizenship over in Ghana.
Umar Johnson.
Umar. What do you call it? Mustafa. Johnson. And what were we talking about before that? Oh, you about to share? I'm about to share my screen.
Put me over there while you're on.
Uh-uh. She got to go.
Oh, yeah, Biden did give. Now how he gonna give 1 billion and in humanitarian aid and 600 million for African infrastructure investments, but they won't give us no reparations. Girl, you can't make this stuff up. Is the video not playing yet, B?
Mm.
Take your time.
Oh, it didn't play. Girl, don't worry about it. I thought the thing was playing the whole time. It's just a lady crying
Look,
because she got to go back to her country. That's all. She's stranded.
girl, wait a minute. This is what
That's the
T-Cat
right thing
was talking
for the
about.
wealthiest nation in the world to do. And today, I'm announcing over $1 billion in new humanitarian support for Africans displaced from homes by historic droughts and food
Wow.
insecurity.
Wow.
We know
Wow.
African citizens are seeking more than just aid. You seek investment. So the United States is expanding our relationship all across Africa, from assistance to aid, to investment to trade, moving from patrons to partners to help bridge the infrastructure gap.
Girl, you can't make it. What? Where they find all of this money to help these other people from? But we over here about to starve to death, and you got families shacking up with each other now
People in
just
North
to make
Carolina
ends
still
meet.
need help. People in North
Yeah,
Carolina still need help. Oh, but you asked me, did that hurricane affect us? I'm in Eastern North Carolina. It hit Western North Carolina. We just got a little rain and a little wind, but it didn't really affect us.
girl, you can't make this stuff up with what these folks got going on around here. You just cannot make it up. Mm, mm, mm. You can't make it up.
Everybody clowning us. Everybody clowning Black America,
Everybody
but what they don't
clowning
know
black
is
people. What goes
we
around
the
comes
chosen.
around.
Even still, we the chosen. Even still, we the chosen. You can do what you want, America. Do what you want to us. Keep doing it. You only making our God angry, more angry, and you think your day not coming, but it's coming, America, for what you
Mm,
did to
mm,
his
mm.
jewels. I know y'all feel it. It's about to happen.
Girl, It's in the air.
Hey, James Money.
Bringing them all down. Bringing Hollywood down.
Yep.
You know.
And his
Bringing
people are
all of
finally
you dirty
waking up.
folks down.
His people are
All
finally
of you
waking up.
dirty folks. Mm-hmm.
His people are finally
Yeah.
waking up, remembering who we are.
Yeah.
I know y'all feel it, and I know y'all know what I'm talking about. And the palm colored people, they scared. They know something about to happen too. They scared.
They know. They know.
Hmm.
Hey, James Money. But you know,
And there's so many
what
distractions.
I laugh
So
at,
many distractions.
yeah, let me tell you what I laugh at the most, B. I laugh at how
Mm-hmm.
people they got so much energy to worry about what Trump is doing, but nobody was on what Biden was doing, what Obama was doing.
Right.
I mean, they people. I mean, they were guys. What they loved them and treated. Mm-hmm.
Hey, April. I
Mm-hmm.
need to restart my computer. I need to hop down.
Okay.
I don't know how much longer you're gonna be on, but I need to restart my
I'm
computer.
gonna end the show now. And all I want to say is give some closing remarks, B.
What?
You want to give? Hey, Jill. My closing remarks is if you came over here illegally and you've been over here 10, 20, 30 years and didn't get your paperwork together, you need to be deported. If you're a criminal, you need to be deported. If you are over here illegally, you need to be deported, especially when it came to not filling out your paperwork. Well, I don't want to hear no crime solving stories from nobody's family members. Cause see, then I get mad. Cause see, now to me, you done got over on American people for 30 years.
Chat room getting juicy. She said passport brothers getting STDs from Dominican Republic. What's that? HIV? Oh, 84,000 cases. Mm, Lord
Yeah,
have
girl, that is
mercy.
what. Yeah, Lord have mercy.
Girl,
We're
make it
gonna
make
we're gonna
sense.
have to do another show on that. We're gonna have to do a show on that.
I'm about to go
For
live because
all the
I
women.
ain't finished. I'm about to go live. I ain't finished.
Okay,
I
well,
ain't finished.
we come on, y'all. We going over to B Sparrow joint. We leaving here. We going over to B Sparrow. Hold on, I'm
I
ready to drop
ain't
it.
finished. Okay, yeah.
Hold on, wait a minute, y'all. Hold on. We ready to take this show over. Hold on, y'all. I'm ready to drop the link in the chat. See, I had all the devices hooked up today. Okay. I'm ready to drop the link. Hey, Jill, this is the link. Y'all, we ready to go over to B Sparrow's channel. We ready to go over there. That's where I'm going. Give me 5 minutes and I'll be there. You know, I got to go get my snacks. All right, y'all, follow us over to B Sparrow for part 2. Come on over, T-Cat, Jill, James, Money, everybody. We need y'all, APTV. And again, I have a bleeding heart, but I can't have a bleeding heart for somebody that didn't get their paperwork together, that came over here, been over here 30, 20, 10 years. If you are a criminal, you need to be deported from this country immediately. We have enough problems with the United States citizens. Everybody, see y'all. Peace.